Gone are the days of superheroes fighting cosmic threats. Instead, what we are going to see here, apparently, according to rumor, is superheroes battling online trolls. Now, again, I do want to stress before we get started on this, this is a rumor. We're going to go through this article related to the upcoming James Gunn Superman movie, which I, for one, am still excited to see. As a director, I think that James Gunn does well with these types of properties. I actually, I know that everybody loves his Guardians of the Galaxy movies, but I did love his Suicide Squad movie. I thought it was great. Now, there's a lot of questions as to whether James Gunn directing, a solo movie for, like a singular superhero will work out the same as him kind of working within his niche, which is directing movies around an entire group of superheroes. Granted, the way the casting of this movie looks, it's about already an ensemble film with the amount of different characters in it. You have Mr. Terrific, you have Guy Gardner, you have, obviously you will get Lois Lane, you're going to get a whole bunch of other characters, Hawkgirl, so many characters in the movie, but we're not going to talk about that right now. I want to talk to you about this rumor that's going around that says that James Gunn is going to make online trolls Superman's new kryptonite, which means that I could use some training from Superman, because I don't want to have to deal with online trolls either. So let's go through this. And again, for the third time, rumor. If you don't understand what that means, it means that this has not been confirmed. Nobody knows for sure. But given a couple of specific scenes in the trailer, I guess I could believe this. So let's go through it. Let's look at it. So it says, James Gunn's revenge on the internet. A bizarre rumored plot for James Gunn's Superman has surfaced online, which claims that the Man of Steel gets dragged into the world of cancel culture. Yes, that is what I want from my Superman movies. I don't want Darkseid. I don't want Lex Luthor. I don't want anything other than... Actually, I kind of like the idea of Lex Luthor being like a Superman reply guy on Twitter. Like in this version, you saw the trailer. He's got the haircut. He's got the mushroom haircut. I like the idea that in the movie, Superman spends a lot of time on Twitter and Lex Luthor is just constantly being a reply guy to him. That would actually be really funny. So it says, in the leak, it's claimed that James Gunn sets up a Superman to be battered by social media hate, which apparently makes the Man of Steel feel sad. No, we are not joking. It is further claimed that James Gunn uses hashtag super shit in the movie, which trends and damages Superman's image. So what it made me think of when I saw that initially was there was like a way to do social commentary with Superman that has the bones of a good idea but doesn't necessarily always work. One thing that I actually really liked, say what you want about Batman vs Superman as films, but one of the great things about the run up to that movie was in that first initial teaser for that film, they talk about they intercut. It's a shot of the camera slowly panning up to the statue of Superman, and it's intercut with quotes from the media talking about how he's an alien with unchecked power and all of that stuff. And then, the shot settles on the statue and it says, it's been spray painted and says false god. Now, I think that's still, it's supposed to be quasi modern, edgy, a topic of its time. And I understand that that's relevant to Superman. And say what you want about Batman versus Superman as a film. I thought that concept had the core of a good idea, even if people didn't necessarily love the way that it was executed in the film. But I find that to be a lot more interesting than the idea of Superman, who is literally basically a god and an alien from another planet, caring about thoughts on social media. Now, I understand that as an alien from another planet that did grow up here on Earth in a very real way, that it is something that could affect him. I don't think that is a topic that needs to be broached in the movies, because I think it plants it too firmly into the depressing reality we already live in, where the average everyday person has to worry about having a reply guy on the internet. And that is certainly something that rings true to average people, but Superman is not an average person. Superman is, of course, super, so you don't want to see that. It says, but the real twist is Lex Luthor is behind it all, using an army of mutant monkeys as keyboards to flood and troll the internet and tear Superman down. So, Lex Luthor has mutant monkey bot farms. He's going to be hired by Marvel and DC to put positive comments on their movies after this. And it's actually going to be the reason that this movie gets excellent press, is because Lex Luthor is going to hire an army of bot farms. They won't be in India. They will be mutants from of his creation. The rumor comes from My Time to Shine. Hello. Okay. You already can't trust it if it's from My Time to Shine. We all know this. I don't even care. This is still fun to think about. You can't trust this, though. In the movie, Superman is frustrated by social media backlash, with the hashtag supershit being mentioned several times as really getting under his skin. Meanwhile, in Lex's interdimensional world, hundreds of mutant monkeys are shown typing furiously at keyboards, flooding social media hate against Superman. I really hope this ends up being true. I do. My opinion, this is the opinion of those over at Cosmic Book News. I could see the rumor as being true. If it's true, Gunn's response, it's about how Gunn was canceled at Disney and Marvel Studios over tweets of his from years ago, which interestingly enough seem to be resurfacing online from the Snyder cult trolls. Yes, obviously lots of diehard Snyder fans, people who really, really love Henry Cavill as Superman. And I do love Henry Cavill as Superman, but the truly diehard ones are not happy with the recasting. They're not happy with the way that this movie is being promoted. And they're kind of trying to bring it down. Here's the thing. I do think, first of all of this is true. James Gunn did get what you call canceled years ago, where Disney ostensibly fired him. DC picked him up. He made the Suicide Squad, and then for DC, and then Disney brought him back after the hullabaloo had died down. So if this is true, it's a story near and dear to his heart. But again, I think that makes it a self-insert that it's a detriment to his storytelling, because one of the things that is absolutely true, whether this is real or not, is the fact that James Gunn has made himself the center of the promotion for this movie. It's that it's a James Gunn Superman film, and they're not allowing David Corenswet as Superman to stand on his own and make him the true focus of this movie, which is how you sell Superman. So one of the things I find most interesting is that Superman is a character that truly does need an actor behind it that can promote in a unique way. Now, a lot of times people want to see an actor get lost in the character, and it's like you want to see whoever that person is melt away and become the character they're playing. I don't believe Superman is like that. I think Superman is so larger than life that you want to see a person, and we're not just talking about physical size. That was a big part of it, was, it's whether it's Henry Cavill, David Corenswet, it's about them getting in shape for the role. But as a person, they need to evoke the qualities and the characteristics of Superman, and that's how you sell a Superman movie if you're going to use promotion in the traditional sense. And they're not doing that. They've made James Gunn the center of this movie because he has a very, very large opinion of himself, on top of the fact that he is now one of the people in charge over at DC Studios. So it's all about him. It's not about Superman. It's not about David Corenswet. It's about James Gunn. And I do think that that's a detriment to things. I know that a lot of the DC diehards and the Superman diehards are excited for this movie, and I really do hope that it's good. But it's got a tough bit of competition through that month. It's not just Superman in July. It's Fantastic Four. It's Jurassic World Rebirth. There's a lot of movies coming out. It's a busy year at the cinemas. We've got Mission Impossible coming up. Sinners is doing unbelievable numbers with like a 6% drop from week 1 to week 2. There's a lot of stuff that's going to be coming out, and Superman is not necessarily the surefire hit that it would have been at one time, because of all the damage that's been done to DC as a brand with the mega flops over the last couple of years. Look at what happened to The Flash. Look at what happened to Aquaman 2. There's those last vestiges of the Snyderverse. So it's very, very interesting to see. I don't know if I believe that this is actually going to be in the movie. The reason I thought that it could be true is there is that scene of Superman walking in slow motion through the crowd, and he gets hit. It's like with a Coke bottle or something, like somebody throws something at him and he gets hit with the Coke bottle. And it's just in stark contrast, despite the topic about Superman as an immigrant and an alien from another planet and go back home in Batman vs. Superman, there is that iconic shot of Superman looking up and there's all the people reaching out to touch him. And stylistically, as far as the message artistically that something like that sends, those are very different things. So it'll be interesting to see whether this movie actually does this storyline. Again, I don't necessarily believe it. I don't know if I don't really trust My Time to Shine. We will have to wait and see. I just thought this was very, very interesting. What do you guys think? Do you think that James Gunn has made Superman more about him than about the character? Do you believe that a storyline about fighting online trolls, again, that story idea is absolutely insane. I'm picturing Lex Luthor. First of all, it's not just the mutant monkeys. I'm picturing Lex Luthor himself as a dude who just sits there, and every time Superman tweets something or somebody posts a thing of Superman, he's in the replies giving him shit, which I would find absolutely hilarious. But again, that's my nihilistic side. I would get a huge kick out of it. I don't think that's necessarily the storyline you want to go for a movie like this. So let me know down below. Do you believe that a rumor like this could possibly be true? Do you think that Superman has been made too much about James Gunn and not enough about the character or the lead actor playing Superman? If you don't know this channel, guys, if you are new here, Pop Culture Crisis, we are live Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You should check us out. You should come and watch us. Click into the channel. Don't just watch this video. Click into the channel. Subscribe. Share this video with everybody you know. We will be back with more videos soon. Check us out Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. See you there, guys. Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.